Have you ever wondered what protein actually is? Why is protein so important that nutritionists have to say, without protein there'd be no life? What is protein? Simply put, proteins are the building blocks of life. Protein is found throughout the body. Every living cell and all bodily fluids except bile and urine contain protein. Why is protein important? Protein is the building block of you. It is the basis of your muscles, and it's in the foods that are going to boost your metabolism and fat-burning potential. Let's be honest. Nothing is more important than protein. It is the fuel that motivates and supports your body's ability to build healthy tissue and cells. Proteins keep the body going. Because they're used to develop, grow and maintain just about every part of our bodies, from our skin and hair to our digestive enzymes and immune system antibodies, our body constantly needs more. Vital organs, muscles, tissues, and even some of our hormones are built of proteins. In addition, proteins create hemoglobin and important antibodies. They're involved in nearly about every bodily function, including controlling blood sugar levels, healing wounds, and fighting off bacteria. Without protein there'd be no life. So, how do you know if you are really deficient in protein? And how to know that? Is protein deficiency really dangerous to your health? And more. The biggest benefits of protein. The biggest benefits of protein include fat burning, helping muscle recovery, and helping heal cuts and wounds. Protein is essential to healing an injury. It's also important for fighting diabetes and balancing blood sugar, brain function, combating depression and brain issues, maintaining healthy cholesterol, muscle recovery and recovery from injury. Signs your body is not getting enough protein. 1. High cholesterol. High cholesterol and triglycerides are not just caused by eating fatty foods. They're also a result of increased inflammation, hormonal imbalances, and a high-processed, high-sugar diet. If you tend to replace protein with sugary snacks, refined carbs, and packaged convenient goods, your liver and cells may begin to process fat less effectively and cause your cholesterol to rise. Some studies conclude that not eating enough protein can lead to a risk of heart disease. 2. You could develop anemia. Anemia is a condition in which the blood doesn't have enough healthy red blood cells to carry oxygen throughout the body, and there are many different types. Not eating enough protein products high in iron, vitamin B12, or folate is a common cause. And even people who are eating enough protein could still develop anemia if they aren't eating the right kinds of protein. Vegans and anyone who is avoiding animal-based protein products are especially at risk for vitamin B12 deficiency, since the vitamin is exclusively in animal products. 3. Gasiness and constipation. Many of our body's functions, including metabolism and digestion, need amino acids. If you feel generally tired because of a protein deficiency, then everything from enzyme production to muscle contractions in your gastrointestinal tract and digestion will suffer. 4. Weight gain. Although high-protein foods may have more calories than carbohydrates, they can help you feel fuller, which in turn can prevent snacking or overeating. Eating enough high-protein foods also helps stabilize blood sugar, which allows you to retain muscle mass. And increased muscle mass burns more calories all day and reduces cravings. 5. Anxiety and moodiness. Amino acids are the building blocks for neurotransmitters, which control your mood. Proteins help the brain synthesize hormones like dopamine and serotonin, which help us feel calm, excitement, and positivity. 6. Working out is a struggle. Of course, protein is needed to build new muscle mass, but it's also important for energy and motivation. A lack of protein can result in muscle atrophy, fatigue, and even fat gain. You can work out more, but see fewer results if your diet isn't enough to support tissue repair or your energy needs. 7. Poor sleep. Bad sleep patterns and insomnia can occasionally be linked to unstable blood sugar levels, a rise in cortisol, and a decrease in serotonin production. Blood sugar swings during the day actually carry over through the night. Carbohydrates need a lot more insulin to process than fat or protein do. Need a snack before bed and want to help your sleep? Have something with protein in it. A protein-filled snack can increase tryptophan and serotonin production, with little effect on blood glucose levels. Eating enough protein actually slows down the absorption of sugar during a meal. 8. Irregular menstruation. One of the most common causes of irregular periods and infertility in women is polycystic ovary syndrome, PCOS. Two major risk factors for PCOS are obesity and prediabetes or diabetes. Low protein, high sugar, high carb diets can contribute to insulin resistance, which affects 50 to 70% of all women with PCOS, fatigue, inflammation and weight gain that can disrupt the balance of female hormones needed to sustain a regular cycle. 9. Frequent injuries and lengthy healing time. A low-protein diet can increase your risk for muscle loss, falling, slow bone healing, bone weakness, fractures and even osteoporosis. Eating enough protein helps the body absorb calcium and helps with bone metabolism. Protein aids in tissue growth and repair, along with micronutrients, antioxidants, and various vitamins. But protein is especially critical for oxygen and blood flow to heal and repair the skin. It's harder for low-protein dieters to recover quickly from injuries. Protein deficient may lead to a higher risk of bone fractures. Older adults with the greatest bone loss are those with a low protein intake, about 16 to 50 grams per day, according to studies. Research also shows that a diet high in amino acids, which we get from protein, can help treat and prevent muscle loss that comes with age. 10. Brain fog. Protein facts. It is necessary for many functions in the brain, and not having enough of it can lead to brain fog, poor concentration, lack of motivation and trouble learning new information can be a sign that you don't have the neurotransmitters you need to focus, including dopamine, epinephrine, norepinephrine and serotonin. Neurotransmitters are synthesized in the brain using amino acids and studies show that balanced diets with enough protein can boost work performance, learning and motor skills. 11. Our nails become brittle and soft. Your body is smart enough not to waste energy on what's called non-essential processes. When you're not eating enough protein and calories in general, the body is going to shut down and still survive. This means your nail and hair health fall by the wayside. This also has to do with keratin, the structural protein that comprises hair, skin, and nails. 12. You're bloating in weird places. Swelling or puffiness of the skin, aka edema, is caused by the retention of excess fluid in the body. While it's caused by many conditions, one of them is not eating enough protein. Proteins in the blood help hold onto salt and water inside the blood vessels, so fluid doesn't leak into the surrounding tissues. When protein is too low, fluid is retained, causing edema. How much protein do you need, exactly? Each person needs a different amount of protein. Your body weight, gender, age and level of activity all determine how much protein is best for you, and your needs likely vary by day. Generally, experts recommend that 20 to 30% of our daily calories come from protein. At an average weight and activity level, the USDA recommends 56 grams of protein per day for men, and 46 grams per day for women. If you're very active, pregnant or ill, this might not be enough. Best protein sources. Here's a few more protein facts. Eating a mix of plant-based and animal-based proteins is the best approach to getting enough. While animal products have more protein per calorie than most plants, eating too much meat, dairy, fish or eggs every day isn't the best idea. There's also drawbacks to it. It's less environmentally sustainable, more expensive and more acidic. Vegetarian proteins often double as a great way to get more fiber, antioxidants, electrolytes and other nutrients, so it's good to try to include them regularly in meals in place of meat. When buying protein, make sure it's organic. Many conventional restaurant and grocery stores do not sell grass-fed organic meat, which is a downfall. Conventional meat comes with hormones, antibiotics, steroids and other chemicals that are not good for your health. So make sure you get grass-fed meat. How to choose the best protein. Vegetarian and vegan protein, which will provide a significant amount of amino acids, includes all types of beans and legumes, especially adzuki beans, mung beans and lentils, nuts and seeds, flax, chia and hemp, as well as unprocessed, ancient grains like oats, buckwheat, amaranth, farro or quinoa. It's an added bonus if you consume sprouted nuts, legumes and grains since these help make the amino acids in them more easily absorbed once you eat them. Some vegetables have a fairly high concentration of protein, especially considering how low in calories they are. Veggies that help boost your protein intake include spinach, kale, broccoli, Brussels sprouts and mushrooms. For meats or fish, the best forms of protein are going to be things like grass-fed beef, organic chicken and turkey and wild-caught salmon. Supplement with collagen protein powder to help replenish the collagen our bodies naturally lose, and get a healthy dose of clean protein. It can be added into your morning beverage or any recipe for a great boost of protein. Summary. Protein is the building block of the human body. It is the basis of your muscles and is an integral part of several bodily functions, which is why we always need to make sure we are eating enough protein. The best diets include a mix of plant-based and animal-based proteins, including beans and legumes, as well as unprocessed, ancient grains like quinoa, among others. Vegetables, such as spinach, kale, broccoli, Brussels sprouts and mushrooms, and meats or fish, such as grass-fed beef, organic chicken and turkey and wild-caught salmon.